Hey friends, Renee Perry here, and I have completed my sewing table after trial and error. So I'm going to tell you a few things and mistakes I made, and maybe you can learn from them. But I am so glad I did it, and it was work to me because of my mistakes, but it's really not that hard to cut into this table. So let me show you the table. Let me get out of the way. There's my sewing table. And I cut a hole for my knee lift. It's not very well cut. So let me tell you a few things so you can learn from my mistakes. First of all, when you place the parchment paper down that you've traced around your machine to cut your hole, to trace around your parchment paper to cut your hole, make sure you get your placement where you want it. I thought I wanted mine more to the left because in the video I watched, or the vlog, whatever it was, said move it a little bit to the left if you're going to use 2x2s to make room for your 2x2 boards to hold your platform that your machine's going to sit on. So that's what we did. Well, we decided to use corner braces because my husband went back to work and couldn't finish it, so I had to finish it. And it was easier for me to use the corner braces. So what I did was, after putting it all together, I took it back apart, took off the platform, and cut a bigger hole. So that means I had space over here I had to fill. So what I did was, let me show you, move you around a little bit. What I did was, the piece I cut out from the table, I measured from the end of my table on my machine to the end of this on the board, and then I just cut it out. So to hold this piece, I went and bought mending plates. I bought 2 packs of these for some reason, and I bought 2 more packs of wood screws for some reason. I did not need them. So that's what's holding this. And I had originally bought, let me move you back up here. Oops, sorry. I originally bought 2-inch corner braces. Well, I needed 3-inch. My machine's 3-inch deep, so I wanted it level, and so I went back and got 3-inch. Number 1 advice, make sure your placement of your hole is where you want it, but it can be fixed. Just look at me, I fixed mine. To get a thicker board, I only got a 1/2-inch thick board, and when I screwed my screws in, some of them split the board, and so I had to use wood glue. They didn't split all the way, but it split enough to worry me, which I don't know if it was okay or what. But so I used wood glue and fixed it, and then so a thicker board to screw your braces in. Another thing is, on the front part of it, let me show you this. Front part of it, I couldn't put the corner braces here because there's a part of the table that you have like 1 inch to 2 inches right here where the board comes, and so you couldn't do a brace here. So I did 2 braces close to this end and 2 braces on the other end to make this sturdy, because there's nothing holding it right here. So it's just these 2 right here. And then I've got several mending plates here, and I've got braces all around the other end. I put more braces towards the back of the machine because this is the heavy part. And so I've got some braces on there. I don't know how many I used, but I have some braces on here. But I am loving this. I'm so excited about my table. It's much larger than the one I had. And I had a free table from Facebook Marketplace, and it was small and tiny, and anyway, it was a whole mess, but it was free, and I dealt with it. But this was the best idea I've seen. The table I wanted was $699 to fit my Juki 2010 Cube. I didn't want to pay that much. So I found this video. I came across this video about people making their sewing table out of an IKEA table, $99. So going back and forth to the hardware store, most time I've ever been to a hardware store, I originally bought 2-inch corner braces I didn't use, plus 2 packs of screws. Then I went back and got 2 more packs of 3-inch braces that I did use, and I don't think I got any more screws. Then when I had to add the piece to make sure it's level, the extra piece to cover the hole, I had to go back and get the mending plates. And so total with, I think, the tacks and everything for the table and for all the hardware I bought, even if I didn't need it, I think it was probably around $135 total I spent for this table, maybe $140. And I'm very happy with it. So number one, get a thicker board for your platform to hold your machine. If you use L braces, make sure you measure your depth. I went back, I was looking for 3.5 inch, not L braces, corner braces is what they call them. They look like an L. So I could put my board, because it's only 1/2 inch, so I could put my board on top instead of screwing into it. But I couldn't find 3.5 inch corner braces in my hardware stores. Lowe's and Home Depot did not carry them. You might be able to order them, but I wanted to get this done. So it's done, and I'm excited. I've already sewn on it, and it's not perfect. And one day I'll probably polyurethane it at the top to make it even more smooth. But right now, I want it in my sewing room and my machine on top of it, and get it going. And that's what I did. So I hope this has been helpful to you. And if you like this video and it has been helpful, I appreciate a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, I appreciate it if you subscribe. I hope you have a great day. See you next time.